In this video, I will be telling you how a baby learns to get angry. By now, I am sure that you are convinced that anger is not a part of Mother Nature's programs. Then, can someone tell me why humans get angry? I remember in a scene from the 1968 epic science fiction movie 2001, A Space Odyssey, how apes started using animal bones as weapons to defend their territories. They did that not in anger but through fear of losing their territories to invaders. As I mentioned earlier, lions don't kill other animals in anger. They do it when they are hungry. I don't think a lion with a full stomach will get excited seeing another deer passing by. I really don't know. That will be another assignment where you can express your opinion about my statement. What is the first thing that a baby learns? I told you that the easiest and therefore the first thing a baby learns is to smile. All other things are more difficult to learn. But be assured, babies with their natural inclination to learn will soon start learning about their surroundings. Adults are not free of disagreement. Very rarely they agree with each other. Every time they disagree on a certain matter, they start arguing. When arguing, the facial expression changes. Tone of the voice changes. Actions and gestures change. Adults do not realize that when this kind of drama unfolds in front of the infant, she starts absorbing everything in detail and stores the information in its brain safely. Learning to smile was just imitating the smile of the parents and the visitors around the baby. The baby's learning may be slow, but sure. I like to tell you about an incident which changed my opinion about violence in the world. I was a teacher in a leading international school in Sri Lanka. To make a long story short, one day I found a boy of about 10 years hitting another boy while hanging from the railing of a staircase. He was not my student. I found on inquiry that his father, who was very fond of him, has died a few years ago. I spoke to him and became friendly with him. He met me every day in the canteen before school started. He greeted me and talked to me. One day, an old lady teacher came to the table where this boy and I were and said, "Abba, you were my student, but you never greet good morning when you see me." I asked Abba why. He didn't answer, but said good morning without looking at her. After a few days, the same teacher stopped me where I punched my attendance and about to go to the canteen. "Carlo, do you know what happened a little while ago?" I saw Abba entering the school gate and the prefect asked for his SRB, that is student's record book. He said, "Can't you see both my hands are occupied?" "It's in my bag." He has been carrying some school project items with both hands. The teacher continued. I shouted at him and said, "Abba, put the bag down at once and get the SRB out." The next year, his class was next to the computer lab, where I was most of the time. The class teacher reported him to the principal several times for misbehavior. One day he told me while passing me, "Enough is enough. All the teachers are dissatisfied with Abba's unruly behavior." I am going to tell the principal to expel him from school. I saved the boy by saying, "Okay, sir, but the principal will get a bad impression of you for failing to control him." He thought for a while and went back. Fast forward the story for about 2 years. Abba had not been selected as a junior prefect and was very disappointed. I explained to him that he was in the negative side of the chart. It will take a long time for him to convince the teachers that he has changed. I said, "Anyway, don't worry about that. Let's try for the senior prefectship in another 2 years' time." I took him to the sales counter of the canteen and said, "Let's see how you manage to make that queue, because these are the duties the senior prefects perform." He walked up briskly to a boy who was jumping the queue and shouted at the top of his voice, "Malik," that means brother, "come and join the queue at once." Immediately, the wheels of my mind started turning rapidly. I soon realized the explanation for Abba's action. Before I give my explanation in the next video, I would like you to give your own explanation. That is the assignment for this lesson. See you in my next video giving my explanation. Until then, keep thinking.